Jimmy's Cafe in the Bronx. It's all gonna happen at Jimmy's Cafe. There's a lot of things I love about this movie. First of all, it has everything. And one of the main things that it has is the main man, Tom Savini, as the special effects man. This Friday the 13th film was, at the time, the highest budget Friday the 13th film. Higher budget than Part 3, higher budget than Part 2, higher budget than Part 1. They put a lot of money into this film, and it was a great closing to the series. Unfortunately, as being the final chapter, it did not close as being the final chapter.
Yeah.
But, okay, let's get on with the story here. Ralph, you want to talk about the story?
Sure, I'll talk about it. All right, well, Friday the 13th Part 4 starts off where Friday the 13th Part 3 left off. Jason supposedly lying dead at the floor of a barn. They sent him to the morgue. They sent him to a hospital or a morgue somewhere where two people at the morgue start to get a little frisky, and of course they're not noticing that the body is still alive. Jason gets up, kills them both, and then makes his way. I don't know how he made his way. I don't know how he made his way back to Camp Crystal Lake. He took a bus, he took the subway. I don't know what. He hitchhiked, whatever, right? And he finally makes his way back over there. He's there to once again taunt and kill off yet another group of teens that decide to stupidly go to the same camp where like two other groups of teens have come and gotten themselves killed, and then he ends up killing all of them off too at some point.
Here are some of the teams that they were nobodies back then. We had Crispin Glover, who was also in Back to the Future as the father of Marty McFly.
Yes.
He was one of the teens, I think was his very early film.
Right.
I don't know if you're really into 80s films, but another kid that
Last American
Virgin. He's another kid that was the main character from Last American Virgin, was one of the teens in the film as well. And then the most famous teen of all, Corey Feldman, who was the young Tommy Jarvis, I think it was.
I believe that was his name.
Tommy Jarvis.
Definitely Tommy.
Tommy. I don't know if it's Tommy Jarvis, but I'm sure it was Tommy. And he was the one that offed Jason at the end. But
kept on chopping him down.
I mean, it was just freaking awesome. And when I saw this, me and Ralph saw this in the movies the day it came out, or a few days after it came out. And to this day, I assure you people, I have never seen the crowd jump, scream at the screen, clap at the screen, do everything at the screen. I felt like I was in a concert. They were just going crazy.
I remember that.
It was a great experience.
It was.
It was great. And I was like saying, oh man, I can't wait for this to come out on video. I'm going to buy the original. That's how great this film was. And I just only wished that this film ended right there.
Right.
And then later we could all look back at it. We could look back at it and say, wow, that was a good fucking franchise.
Yeah.
But we cannot say that.
We can't say that because what happened a year later, a new beginning. And you've heard me beef about it. Freaking New Beginning, he took Manhattan, he did this, he did that, he fought Godzilla, everybody, it's just ridiculous. So, you know what? Okay. But this movie, how many coffee cups you give it?
I give this the essential 5 coffee cups.
5 coffee cups.
5 coffee cups, and that's very rare that we give a 5 coffee cup because, the film has to surpass in every way. As a horror film, this does, and just Tom Savini doing the effects of this.
Right.
I gotta tell you, just by talking about this, I can't wait for this thing to come out on Blu-ray. I'm gonna get this.
My favorite effect was the shower scene when he squashed the guy's skull in by the wall.
That was great.
That was awesome. I give it 5 coffee cups. This was probably, arguably, the best Friday the 13th ever made. Better than the first one.
My favorite scene was Ted. Where's the corkscrew?
Oh yeah, that was good. That was quite surprising. Everything from that to
you're a dead fuck.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you,
it was good. It was good.
It was a great film.
And I liked how they went back to how Corey Feldman's character capitalized on Jason's weakness, and he, in the midst of all that chaos, he managed to just cut all his hair off to make himself look.
Here's the thing I don't like. This is one minor detail that I didn't like about the film.
What?
And that's that Corey Feldman, the way they make him seem like a total genius to be making all these masks. No kid that age could make masks like that.
Right.
There's no freaking way.
There's nothing. He's not that young. It's not like he was 5
But he
when he did that.
There's no kid that can make masks that way.
No, but that look at the end of the film when he was hugging his sister and everybody screamed. Everybody screamed.
You mean when he opened his eyes?
When he opened his eyes, people
But then again,
screamed.
what I thought when he opened his eyes was, please. I was like, could it be a part 5? That's what I was thinking.
No. But that's where they made the mistake.
But
and,
here,
you know,
I think that when they said final chapter, I really think they really wanted to end this at the final chapter. But since
Hollywood prevails.
since it was so good, since it had made so much money,
Mula.
they said we got to make another one.
Yeah.
And there you go.
And
I was such a fool. I went to see the other one the first day as well, and it was horrible. It wasn't even Jason.
Yeah.
It was an imposter. They took my money and they showed me an imposter.
It's true. It's true. You know that something must be in this coffee. We're bugging out tonight. Well, anyway.
Right. So again, that's it. We're here from Jimmy's Cafe. We're talking about horror films.
Horror and coffee.
And just before you go, like I said, these are the magazines that are out now. Of course, I'm not telling you to go out there and buy these. It's up to you. This is because I love horror and I bought these for myself. But this is something you should pick up if you're interested in horror, especially the Famous Monsters Underground 80s horror. And if you're into 80s horror, just like me, that's the era where I grew up in. This is the magazine you gotta get.
And if you're watching this, nothing happened on May 21st.
I hope you're right.
I am right. He thinks it's something really gonna happen.
Here's something I want to show to everybody. We're gonna be, Horror and Coffee is gonna be here at Saturday Nightmares on East Rutherford, New Jersey on June 5th.
June 3rd to 5th.
June 3rd. We're gonna be there on the 4th, on a Saturday. And we're gonna try to interview fans out there who love horror films and asking their opinion about horror. So we're gonna do a Horror and Coffee at the convention.
That's right. And we're gonna also review films that are being represented at the horror convention.
Right.
And we're gonna give our take. And how many coffee cups we're gonna give those?
And we're gonna ask also the people out there, the fans, also horror fanatics out there, just like yourself, how many coffee cups they give it out.
Right,
and
exactly.
Stuff like that.
Awesome. So we'll see you guys soon.
That will be our next, hopefully our next Horror and Coffee special. It'll be a special, Horror and Coffee special from East Rutherford, New Jersey, Saturday Nightmares.
Awesome, very good.